Okay, so hey guys, welcome to our podcast. I'm your host Kyle, along with your co-host
Michael
and
Joshua.
And this is something new we're starting. We're basically inviting interesting people to come on the podcast to talk about what's going on in their lives and what they're advocating for. And today we have a really special guest. He's the number one U17 fencer in Taiwan. He is also a youth Olympic medalist. And
he's also represented Taiwan in the Asian Games. This person is pretty special in that he's my teammate of 6 years, both on the national team and in our fencing club. I think even more special is that he's got other aspects of his life other than fencing that is worth talking about, which is why we brought him on today to kind of share his viewpoints on different aspects of life. So, without further ado, let's welcome Antonio.
Alright, Yo, so how are you, bro?
I'm pretty good. I mean, this is like the 5th take, so.
so how's fencing going?
What's been going on? Like, how has... Kind of tell us about, like, maybe how your fencing life is or was prior to the Wuhan virus.
So, like 2 years ago, I went to a lot of tournaments until like 2019 because of the virus. Well, before the virus happened, like I used to have tournaments like almost every month, and I'll have to travel to mostly Europe or some Asian countries for tournaments like Euro circuits and Asia circuits. And yeah,
also Junior World Cups.
And like World Cups and World Championships.
Yeah.
How'd you do in those tournaments?
I think I do pretty well in the circuits since they're smaller.
Okay.
But sometimes, like in the world championships, I think I fuck up a lot. Like I get like, I don't know, I just fuck up a lot. And
it's a pretty big competition.
Yeah,
and
it's
like,
the biggest.
He gets nervous.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, do you go to...
I go to some of the competitions with him. I wasn't able to go to World Championships with him last year.
Uh-huh.
I was going to go with him this year, but
yeah.
Corona happened. But yeah, we go to a lot of the competitions together. So
there's a big competition that we both went was the Asian Championships.
Yeah, Asian Championships.
Like that was like the only big tournament we went together.
Where's
also
the
the Junior World Cup in Thailand?
I think
but that's not as big.
Yeah, it's not as big.
Yeah.
Where did the championship take place at?
Jordan. Yeah.
Jordan. Oh.
Alright.
Was Jordan like... How was Jordan?
It's shit. Fuck it. It's shit. I
Yeah,
don't like
really?
Jordan.
Why?
It was.
It's basically Africa.
It's
Wait,
just.
really?
It's
No,
very
like-
dusty, windy, sandy.
Yeah, because you know how like, the championship takes place like differently in different countries every year,
Mm-hmm.
and it just happened to be at Jordan this last year, and we don't really like Jordan.
Alright.
Can you kind of tell us maybe, your training schedule or like how often you train?
You know my training schedule.
I mean, they don't know.
I train with Michael. Like we go to the same class. We go to Tuesday, Monday, and Friday, Saturday, and I think I do.
Wednesdays.
Oh yeah, Wednesday, and then I do a little training like by myself at home
Okay.
when I feel like it. I just do a bit of training.
Wait, do you have that like... I saw one in Michael's house. It's just like this fencing machine that's like there's like different holes, and then
He has a
when
similar
it lights up, you like hit it.
Wait, you have one?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, I didn't have the electric one. I have this leather one. I just put on the chair or the wall.
Yeah. There's many different ways to
Interesting.
train at home. So like, has the virus like put like a drastic difference into your training schedule? Like, has it changed much?
You mean training?
Training and competitions. Talk about both.
Training, nah, but competitions, oh fuck, dude. We were going to the World Champs today. This is
Yeah.
our last year for cadet.
Yeah.
Cause
So, World Championships, we have U17 and U20. U17 is 17 and under. This year, me and Antonio turned 17. So this will be our last year fencing in U17. So it's postponed. We don't know if it's going to be canceled or not. We hope not, but as of right now, we don't know if we're going to be able to fence in World Championships anymore, which really sucks because it was our last year. So.
Alright. You went to a lot of like big competitions. Like, how do you deal with your nervousness? Like,
nervousness. I don't know. Like, I think I just try to not think about it too much. I'll just feel like, oh, I'm just going to play. Just play the game.
Mhm.
So I try not to think too much. And then after going to a lot of big tournaments, you can't get used to it, and you'll feel like, oh, I mean, I've been to a bigger one than this one, so I guess
It's not
Yeah.
that bad.
All right.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your background. So, where did you grow up from?
Australia.
Australia?
Well,
How was Australia like?
it was
growing
hot.
up?
No, but so I was born in Taiwan, but then I went to Australia when I was in kindergarten.
Okay.
So yeah, I kind of grew up there until elementary. Then I came back. So yeah, Australia was fun.
Wait, why don't you have like the Australian accent?
Oh yeah, so I
Wait.
had it before, like
Uh-huh.
really early on when I was little. I had it, but then you know how I went to a Taiwan public school when I
Okay.
first came back. So they had something called 口试, like where you read it, like
口试, yeah.
yeah, you had to say
Like
it.
oral
Oh,
tests.
yeah,
oral
tests.
tests. And then like the teacher couldn't understand what I was saying. And since it's like a public school, they don't give a shit. Like if you have an accent or not, they're like,
Mhm.
oh, that doesn't sound right. So yeah, I had to like, I
Change
think
it?
yeah, I tried to change it by watching a shit ton of like cartoons or something.
Wait, can you still have like an Australian accent right now?
I really don't know how to.
It's really cringe.
I feel I have like no, but I still say.
I think there's
There are a
certain
few words,
There are
some
certain
certain
words
words.
that he says like would you like
Yeah.
water? Say water.
water.
Yeah.
Water.
A little bit of
Water.
Australian kind of.
No, I don't
accent.
get how someone water.
It's water.
Water.
I mean,
Water.
Bro,
Yeah.
what?
Alright, so
could you kind of
Yes.
tell us about maybe the differences between life in Australia and life in Taiwan? Maybe how your transition was. You can tell us a bit about maybe the educational differences.
Dude, Australia was so chill. Like,
Yeah.
there's no homework. There's nothing. Like, after school, you just go home and sit in the backyard or something. But in Taiwan, you go home and then you have to do homework.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I guess I wasn't used to homework when I first came back. Like, when I first came back to Taiwan, the teacher's like, oh, this is called homework. And I didn't get the logic. I just thought, like, come on, what? Like, I've been at school the whole day. Why do I have to do it when I go home? So,
Cho, you can share too. You used to live in Korea, right? Maybe was it any different?
Nah, Korea's crazy, bro. So much homework.
Yeah. Korea's known to be kind of crazy about like academics, right?
Yeah. So like, how'd you when did you start fencing though?
Oh, at 8. When I first came back to Taiwan, my mom wanted me to do a sport.
Uh-huh.
So I started off doing soccer, I think. Then I didn't like it, so then I tried fencing. Yeah, at a summer
Okay.
camp.
So like you train a lot. So how do you deal with all your studies and stuff? Like, does
Studies.
it balance out well?
Just try to fit it in, I guess.
Try to fit it in.
Yeah. It's hard. He's always like really busy.
Mm-hmm.
wait, how often do you train? Like, up for like 1 week?
Oh,
How many days do you train in 1 week?
Around 5 days.
5 days.
And then how many hours per day?
2 to 3.
2, 3. Yeah, 2, 3.
It's a long time.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
Do you guys get like tiring after practice? Like, you guys can't focus on work, or is it?
I think it's okay.
We kinda used to
Yeah,
it.
I'm kind of used to it because I feel like for us, I feel like training isn't like training. It's like fun. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You think fencing's fun, right? Yeah, we treat it like a game. It's fun, so we don't feel tired afterwards.
Oh, wait, do you guys have like super tiring conditioning drills?
sometimes.
Cause like for,
Keep his coach off.
cause we used to do like I used to play basketball with Michael, and then
Yeah.
so like we used to do like these crazy drills. That's why every time after practice, even though we like basketball, it's like super tiring, and then we can't. Me personally, I couldn't really focus on work.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Drills.
Poor Kyle.
I think we don't do that much drills. We do it sometimes, but then like most of the times, like the coach wants us to work on skill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of time it's on.
So
skill.
it's more like a skill than like conditioning, like speed and
I think they're both kind of important.
which one
think
which one matters more?
Coach. It really depends on coach's training schedule for the day.
Yeah, because like the coach is like, oh, if you're gonna come to fencing, like you're here, right? So it's best for me just teach you fencing stuff since you can't learn somewhere else. If you go to like a gym, you can learn like you can do like physical stuff there, but the trainers aren't gonna teach you how to fence. So yeah,
Interesting.
the coach will like want us to work on physical stuff like in other times.
I think many of us, at least for me, I know that I'm not a big fan of school. So we all have something to look forward to kind of help us like escape from like maybe like the pain of school or like homework. So, maybe you could like kind of talk about how the fencing club or people in the club or your friends from the fencing club kind of plays an impact on.
You mean you like?
Yeah, yeah. Just kind of talk about like how you feel about fencing club, your fencing club, and why you enjoy it so much. Why
Oh, I mean. Wait. No, I need to be careful with this answer. Don't want to offend anyone.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess I like the fencing club because I think I just go there for fencing, and I think most of the people there speak English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel comfortable speaking with them in English since I'm not that good with speaking Chinese. So yeah, like Chinese isn't my strong language. Like I
You were
guess
pretty good at speaking Chinese when you came here.
I was, dude. Like I prepared for this prank.
We pranked Kyle for filming this podcast.
I thought that Antonio could only speak Mandarin, but
Oh,
turns out he can speak English. I was like,
只跟他讲中文，直到那个什么 Joshua 走进来，我才跟他来飙英文，you know.
Christ, bro. Alright.
So, I think the teammates. I think it's weird how like the boys there just talk with the boys and the girls just talk with the girls. Like we don't actually talk to each other.
Cooties.
Yeah, I guess. And
Okay. Trying to
Kinda
get
like
in that.
separated.
Huh?
Separated, girls and boys.
Well,
I mean,
mainly
it's
because we
alright.
don't like each other.
I'm fine.
You're okay.
You guys don't like each
I don't-
other?
I don't like them.
So
I
we're probably gonna get into it a lot more later on, and
I'm not really. No, it's hard.
He's a very intense kind of guy,
I'm not.
and it's a big reason why
I
he's
see.
so badass. But the intensity.
When you mean bad, you mean like no friends. Like I only talk to you.
It's kind of awkward, bro.
Yeah.
I know. It's like.
Wait, so what high school do you go to right now? Do you go to like a sports?
No,
Kind of like
it's
a
a-
sports.
You know, 学学 Institute is like this 实验学校. Fuck, I don't know what it's called.
It's like an experimental kind of school.
Oh, yeah.
It's a private institution.
Okay.
It's not. Yeah, it's a private institution.
Interesting.
Alright, and then how's it like there?
It's actually it's pretty good because since it's an art school, so the teacher won't be strict on us. But then like at the end of the term, we have this like art exhibition, and if you can't turn out anything good, you're gonna like be embarrassed in front of like a lot of people.
I should know. Shesha is primarily focused on art.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of like a private art institution. It does do other like school stuffs, but it also focuses a ton on art.
So
Okay.
why would you choose that high school over like sports colleges just like sports colleges in Taiwan?
For one, I feel like I don't like the sports colleges here and the sports schools. I feel like they don't provide enough education, and
Okay.
they literally I feel like they waste a lot of time on training, but not just like actual training, but useless training. Like yeah, like really traditional like 土法炼钢. It's like how Taiwanese people think like, oh, if you just keep training,
Like repetition.
yeah, just do a lot of push-ups,
Okay.
you'll be super strong. So yeah, I don't like. How
It
they
gets
do
you
it.
to a certain extent, but
But afterwards,
I think all sports, like to some extent, requires brain. You
Yeah.
gotta be smart. You can't just, unless you're like you're
runner.
6'6" and like you're really athletic.
It's tough.
We have schools like offered you like money to go to their school.
oh
or-
yeah, I'm sponsored by my school, so.
So they asked you to go to their school.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is that a reason why you went there? Like,
One of them.
okay.
One of the reasons.
Is there like a fencing club there or?
No, I go to the same.
The fencing club is completely outside of school, so we go there in our own time to train. We don't really do any fencing at school.
Okay.
I see.
Yeah, so it's not school related at all.
Oh, so you got offered money to go to their school, but you trained fencing elsewhere.
Yeah, elsewhere.
So
Oh.
he's not being sponsored to fence at their school.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's,
but
it's really cool.
It's like
something.
application, like
It's-
kind of like
they-
applying for.
Yeah, they want
and
to
it's like-
kind of they want to endorse him and support him because he's outstanding.
Oh wow. Fuck you. And you never say that to me. Fake as fuck.
Wow. Exposed.
I'm a great friend.
He's outstanding, says a number 2 fencer. Wow.
You why gotta do him like that, Antonio?
Oh.
But people have pretty good grades
You're just
there.
second
Like
rate,
really good
bro.
grades.
Oh,
Two.
I feel like the good ones are really good, and then the bad ones are like not so good, like pretty terrible.
Wait, how's the Taiwan education system?
The Taiwan.
Yeah,
education-
like how do you guys split people up
well,
in terms of like?
well, I actually don't know because I've never went. Oh, other than elementary, I never went to a public school, so
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I see.
I think there's starting to be a shift in Taiwan's fencing. It used to be all sports schools like 体育班,
Yeah.
but now there's starting to be more and more fencing clubs where the coaches are actually like teaching the students kind of new teaching techniques or new styles of fencing where it's not just physical stuff. And I think that's starting to set a difference between the sports school fencers and the fencing club fencers.
Yeah, I guess but then I feel like some of the sports school.
Yeah,
some of the sports school coaches only like teach there because like it's the best they could do. Like
Yeah.
Since the coaches there like they grew up in a sports school, right? So when they actually like graduated,
Enter society.
They don't know what to do, and then they just become a coach.
Because that's all they know.
Some of them.
Some. Others go even lower, right?
Yeah, some just go to IKEA or
Yeah.
Oh, IKEA.
IKEA. Yeah, IKEA.
IKEA,
Oh,
like
you-
the store?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they work there, they don't go there. Like they work
Oh,
there. You thought they just go there?
yes.
So like what kind of got you into fencing? Cause like I know Michael is like he went to like summer camp, right? And then kind of fenced this, and then he just continued it. Like how'd you get into fencing?
I don't think first I think when I was little, and I don't think I was good at anything at all. Since Australia, like there was, for example, like in Australia there was this like race, and then I thought that my best was running. So then when I lost the race, I'm like, oh shit, I don't think I'm actually good at anything. And then I just think like I'm shit I don't have a certain talent. Like when I came back to Taiwan, I did fencing and I won a lot in practice. So I just thought, I'm actually pretty decent at this. And then like 2-3 months, the coach asked me to enter a tournament for fencing. It's like all Taiwan for 8-year-olds for all Taiwan. And I think I was actually surprised because I got second like in my first tournament, and then that was like my first ever award ever in my life, and I was like, oh shit, like so that's why I just kept sticking with fencing.
Oh, just like because you're good at it, basically.
Yeah.
That's what keeps you going.
I mean, of course I like it too.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah,
See.
of course.
Do you do any other sports like except for soccer? Like I know you talk about
fencing, soccer.
Do not say it.
Oh, I would say I'm a pretty good basketball guard. No, I'm
Wait,
kidding.
do you play basketball?
No, I don't. I just smack the ball out. Like
You were doing those tricks with the basketball.
doesn't mean I'm good at it.
You're like spinning on it.
Just because it means I went to the circus doesn't mean I'm good at basketball.
He knows how to do tricks with basketballs.
Because we have like
Game break
this
and
club
then
in
other stuff.
elementary where
So
like they
you
teach
feel
us how to
me?
do like
Just
circus
like
tricks. So
Yeah.
it was like a club in elementary. Yeah.
All right, so like, other than when you're not training or studying, like, what do you do for fun? Like, you got any hobbies?
Hobbies? I don't know, like hang out with friends. I
Okay.
do not play Minecraft.
Yo, talk
This
about
man.
Minecraft because
This
like
man.
we heard some like really good stuff about you playing Minecraft.
Yeah,
This
I
man.
wasted
Top 7? Top 7?
I wasted my youth. Dude, I swear I could have done so much other stuff than waste like hours playing Minecraft.
So this man used to be a very avid Minecrafter, like many of us.
Of course, bro.
No, I don't play.
No, I was like
Shut up, Kyle.
Dude,
no, I was
Minecraft ain't it, bro.
wait, what were you playing last night, though?
Like, we weren't. No. You got so mad. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
nah.
what were you playing last night, though?
Yeah,
So you know how So most people think Minecraft is like building blocks and shit, but you know how like the servers have Sky Wars or Hunger Games, like PvP games. So
Yeah, we
yeah.
play it during summer.
yeah, I used
but
to.
people watching might not know about it.
So I used to love playing that. You know, fuck it, I'm not embarrassed. I love playing the game. It was fun. It was fun. I was addicted to it. So, hey, maybe because Minecraft, my fencing's good. You know, maybe. Yeah, Michael. So, yeah.
Wait, what?
I wasn't as crazy about Minecraft as he was.
No, but like, so you know, when you play the game, when you put a lot of time into it, you notice how like some details in the game where, like, you know how a block. You can, like, you know how, like, in Minecraft, the blocks, your furthest reach is 3 blocks. So, yeah.
Of course, bro.
I didn't
Of
know
course.
about that. I didn't
3
know
blocks,
about
bro.
No, but then.
And you get hacks and you can
Yeah,
do
you
like
get-
7
that.
blocks,
Wait,
right?
yeah.
do you ever hack?
One, like, before, when I first started. I mean, I just
see,
thought
I
of it
see.
as a handicap, you know? I just keep it, but I never use it. I
course,
play
yeah.
normally.
Oh, it's like, oh, I'm almost dead. Oh, I'm trying to hack.
No. So, yeah, I think, I used to play Minecraft a lot, and then there was this server, you know how there's raiding and shit? Like,
Yeah, factions.
Not factions, but
Shit.
1v1s. I did play faction before,
Ah.
but it's like duels, like 1v1s, and there was elo and like rating. So I think I got to like Asia, like 7th in Asia, like the highest elo. But then like I woke up at 5 a.m. or something every day.
Play?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this was my thought though, because I thought like people who are online at 5 a.m. must be tired, so they must be like pretty bad at the game.
Were they though?
Hey, it worked. It worked.
That's that winning mentality, guys. You gotta think of ways.
It worked.
You gotta go outside of the box, you know.
Yup, sacrifice my sketching schedule and my middle school grades. So worth it, you know.
Like what other stuff do you do except for it? Like you talk
Who knows?
about
Maybe Kyle was one of them.
Oh.
Yo, I don't play Minecraft. All right.
Why not?
Well, I mean,
You got banned for hacking.
okay, I used to hack. All right.
Uh-huh.
I used to hack, and
he
then
was so dumb.
so I was playing with Michael, right? I was playing
Austin's
with
account, right?
so I
No,
bought.
tell the whole story. How
Okay.
did you get the Minecraft account?
All right, so I borrowed this account from my friend.
Borrowed it.
No, my friend just gave it to me, and then so basically I was like, oh yeah, I got an account because I never bought one, so they just gave it to me, and then so I found out there's this hack, like we can actually hack on it. I was like, yo, this looks pretty cool, and then so I just got it, and then so Mineplex was pretty popular at the time, so
Yeah.
I was figuring out ways to outsmart their anti-cheat system, so like you kind of just did these like weird stuff. All right, so.
Homie was flying.
So yeah, so I'm playing with Michael. Like I'm playing
Homie
at
was
school,
flying.
and then so
Outsmarting the anti-cheat, yeah.
like before Joshua came, I was like really good friends with Michael. So
So we're
we
not
used
good
to-
friends anymore.
Like, well, you're still my boy, bro. Yeah, he was just sitting next to me, and I was like, "Yo, Michael, I'm walking on water. I'm walking on water. Look."
I'm Jesus.
And you know, I wasn't cheating. You know, I died.
Wait, he killed you, right?
No,
Oh.
It was
playing
Hunger
survival
Games.
Oh,
Duo
okay.
survival games. So I would die first, and I would just spectate him. And I see him, you know, walking on water. I see him flying, and you know, his PvP is not that good. So there was this one guy I was beating him up. So he went 2 blocks up in the air, and he started hitting down. And the guy didn't know what to do.
And it was like, and then I had this name block on, and my name is me. So it's just like me hacks.
Wow.
And then lo and behold, you know, after 2 days, I asked him if he wants to play again. Turns out he's got a lifetime ban on Mineplex because he was hacking.
Yeah, it was.
Did you
It was-
like appeal like unban? Because I did. Oh wait, yeah. In the end, I got banned as well sometimes. 'Cause-
really?
Yeah, but then I made an appeal. I just said like, oh, because I'm from Asia, so my ping's laggy. So you know.
Wow.
It passed. I got unbanned, and then I never hacked again.
I don't know what I said. I think I went on the appeal. I was like, "Yo, I promise not to hack it." Alright, fuck no. You're not getting your account back.
Dude, are you dumb?
Yo, I was 7th grade, bro.
I beg you, unban me, please.
But like,
You're that dumb in 7th grade? Oh my god, bro.
yeah, so I basically had a fight with my friend that brought me the account, and you were like, "Yo, why'd you ban me from?" I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, I just kind of like, you know, we're good now. Yeah,
Are you though?
Alright.
but you also do like this the circus interesting. After one more. Like you also have like the circuit thing, right? Like you used to be in a circuit.
Not
Circus?
A circuit
It's
or
not
a
a circus.
circus?
Not a
Circus.
circus, but like
Circus.
a circus club. It was like a small club in elementary.
Okay.
So
You want to show up some skills? I'm bringing basketball. Hold up.
yeah. But then like, dude, I'm actually rusty. Like the stuff I showed you, that's all I remember.
Hey, bro.
Yo.
What kind of stuff?
Antonio.
Nah, like basically just spinning the ball and shit, and then.
Ooh, what the hell?
Dude, my hands are sweaty.
Oh, what the hell? Oh!
Oh.
Yo.
Oh, yo,
I
what
can't.
the
No, like I'm actually sweaty, like not sweaty, but like rusty, cause after after elementary, I never performed.
So you can do this in like elementary school?
Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
Yo, how do you do it? Like, look at your finger. I can't even.
Oh,
I can't even bend it like this.
It moves on to yours.
Oh, yo.
Yo!
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But then I think I got done more when I was little, but I can't anymore.
What else could you do? Except for like spinning ball.
Juggle.
Juggle.
I just really basic stuff. I mean, I was in elementary, just spinning the ball and then juggling. That's it.
I think we should move on to the next topic. Just like,
Yeah, I think so too.
like.
Oh, same.
Okay, let's talk about your journey to like your success as like the number one U70 fencer. You know, when did you feel like you can make a name for yourself out of fencing? Like, just when did you like just know that moment? Like, yo, I can be the best out of this.
I think after my first tournament.
The first tournament.
Yeah, because that was like, I mean, if you get second in the whole Taiwan in your first tournament, you'll feel like, oh shit,
Oh.
I could like, you know.
It was
do
the
that.
whole Taiwan?
Yeah. It was
Okay.
Taiwan. So you'll be like, oh shit, I can actually do like, you know,
Yeah,
stick
yeah.
with this.
So who did you like? Which age did you like compete with for the first tournament?
At first,
Like you were like 8, right?
I was at no, yeah, it
你
was
是健忘症吗？
No,
他已经
yeah, it
18
was
岁组了。
I
Oh, so you played with AP,
in
like
8, but then when I grew up like older, then like when I was 12, I started competing against like under 18. So, oh, and then when I got to when I was 14, I started playing in the juniors, which is 20-year-olds, and when I was 15, I did the Asian Games for adults. So yeah,
Oh, so you competed against adults and stuff?
yeah.
how'd you do in
Wow.
the adult?
Terrible, but then still, I mean,
He's 15.
Yeah.
Like, most of these guys are like more than 10 years older than him.
yeah, and they're like actual Olympians.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Facts.
Oh, how about the Youth Olympic experience? How was it?
Oh, it was actually, I had a really good start, and
Okay.
I then, so you know how there's something called pools, like
They have no clue.
shit, okay, pools is like
Explain the whole like competition.
so pools is offense is, you know, like how Youth Olympics is like you need to be, they pick the top 4 out of
Continent.
yeah
Every continent.
every continent.
Okay.
So when they pick the all 4, like the 4 best fencers from every continent, they split them into 2 groups, and that's a pool. There's 2
Mhm.
pools. Yeah, I think I did terrible in pools, but then I did in elimination. I did, but then I did pretty decent in pools. Like I defeated some fencers that I thought I would like get destroyed by.
Hmm.
That's one really interesting. One thing I love a lot about fencing is like
Anything can happen.
exactly. There's
Yeah.
never one winner.
Yeah.
Like there's never one guy that's always going to win.
Yeah,
You know,
like,
everybody.
switch.
Yeah. Everybody
Yeah.
has good and bad days, and like you never know.
And the play style, you know.
yeah,
like,
play
how-
styles are different.
Yeah.
So it really depends on who you match up with and how you deal with the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you actually qualify for Youth Olympics?
You have to be top 4. So you know how there's a World Championships?
Mm.
Okay, so actually World Championship isn't the biggest, I think. The biggest is Youth Olympics. But then it only comes once every 4 years, right? So normally people would think World Championships are the biggest. So when you get like after World Championships, after World Championships, they'll check your country and they'll pick the best of that continent, you know, like they'll check age who's the highest ranked.
Like basically
Yeah.
after World Championships they have basically rankings, right?
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
all the U17 people, and then from each continent they pick 4 of the highest ranked fencers from that continent.
Continent?
Yeah.
So for example, like
Interesting.
Asia, they'll pick 4 people, 4 of the 4 fencers that are the highest ranked in the world rankings.
Okay.
And then the 4 highest Asian fencers make it to Youth
Oh,
Olympics.
so you're top 4 in Asia.
Yeah.
How about Michael?
I did not go to World Championships that year.
See.
Oh, how did you do in Asia Championships?
Oh, I got top 64.
Mm-hmm.
But he got second. He got second.
I was just trying to roast you, but.
Oh, you were? Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't.
Yo, 64 is pretty good.
Not really.
No.
How many people are competing
Like,
for?
what was it, like 80, 70, 70, 80?
Ooh.
I didn't do that well. I was nervous.
Yeah, because it's his first.
It was my first international.
tournament, yeah.
I was so nervous.
So like,
The fuck are you doing?
wait, is that what your dad says?
Pretty much.
That's pretty aggressive.
Does your parents go watch you?
They don't.
Ooh, that's tough.
No, because they know I'm gonna win anyways. So.
Oh, okay.
That's why he's such a good friend.
So we know that like a lot of companies actually sponsor you, right?
Well, not a lot. Only 2.
Which two?
One is my school. It's actually a company, and then the second is China Airlines.
What's it
You
like getting
see-
sponsored by China Airlines?
Free tickets. That's it.
Oh, that's
Just to where?
to anywhere.
Like no way.
Yeah, like.
Like
Wait,
literally anywhere.
But
Like,
then it has
yo,
to be like fencing related. I can't just go to like Hawaii.
I see, like for vacation. You
Yeah,
think
I
you
can't
can-
do that.
that's so pretty
But
cool
you
though.
kind of like finesse the system and just be like,
Um,
I'm going fencing
No, Kyle,
here,
that's
but
not what we're trying
I'm
to
gonna
promote
do-
here. We're trying to advocate for a good cause
I'll tell you-
and
I'll-
inspire other people, Kyle.
I mean, I can tell you. I'll tell you after. I'll tell you how I do it after this.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
You're a terrible liar, Kyle.
Yeah, and then what's the other one? Like, what's the other company that sponsors you?
Yeah, this is
School.
school.
I know, but like,
And then China
Well,
Airlines.
what-
2 companies.
oh, they just.
Tell
you just go
us
there,
like
so-
what kind of what you get from
My
your school.
Oh, just tuition. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
that's nice.
tuition is slightly biased teachers. Like.
That's cool. That's cool. Gotta get that A.
How did they just reach out to you, or did you reach out to them? Like, did you like kind of ask them?
They reach out to me.
See, like, what's your dream sponsorship?
This is a tough one. McDonald's. Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
McDonald's.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay,
Like
everybody.
Nike or something.
Antonio has a very severe
Problem.
junk food eating problem.
Yo, how you so like?
Yeah. So I don't know. So I think. Well, wait. For one, it did affect my height. I could have been taller. I think. I mean, he's still my brother, right? My brother
Feel you,
is
bro.
younger
He's
than me.
like
But
He feels you.
I feel you, bro.
yeah, we fucked up during
Yeah.
puberty. We didn't sleep. I didn't sleep enough because I was playing Minecraft at 5 a.m.
And eating candy, McDonald's.
Dude,
I just been-
naturally short.
I've just been eating shit and stuff. But then like I've been like changing. You know, I changed. Yeah, I changed.
Couple relapses when he goes into 7-Eleven and sees the Coke, but other than that, it's
So
okay.
do you still eat like unhealthily?
Huh?
Cause do you still eat unhealthily?
Yeah, I eat.
Is it-
I eat trash. I eat shit. I eat.
But I thought you're like an athlete. You have to like keep your diet. You know.
Well, okay, so this is what I thought. This is what I thought. Everyone said that to me, and then I just thought. I mean, like, tell me that when you beat me. You know, that's what I thought at the time. I mean, like Michael.
He's a very stubborn man.
Michael was eating like I don't know. You were eating pepper lunch. I remember before you eat pepper lunch or some shit. And you'd be like, dude, like, you should eat more healthy. I'm like, no, you're gonna beat me. It's fine. Sticking with my own diet.
Yeah.
Yo, you got roasted like. How about like Nike?
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, Nike's cool.
Oh,
McDonald's
yeah,
better.
I see. Alright.
McDonald's.
Free McDonald's
Oh,
meals.
you know Coca-Cola? Oh yeah.
So like, what was your mentality in the beginning stages? Cause like, you didn't know that you were gonna become like,
Mhm.
you know, just like the top fencing player. U17. Like,
Yeah.
what was your mentality in the beginning to like, just like motivate you to keep going? I think we talked just like winning,
Top
right?
17. I mean, I already was at when I first started.
Oh, so
right?
you already like topped.
Yeah,
You
in
already-
Taiwan though. So,
Oh.
Interesting.
so I was thinking about like, I want to go to the Olympics. So I had to like do well internationally. So
I think everything starts with like a big dream.
Yeah.
Like he was looking beyond just Taiwan. I think
Okay.
while all the other fencers were looking at just competition inside Taiwan, he was looking way beyond.
yeah, you
And
know anime? Yeah, I like watching anime. So you know how
Where
anime?
did that come from?
You know how anime protagonists are like, oh, I want to be the best in the world.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's
Michael.
kind of like you.
Yeah, I want to be the best. Yeah. So, Yeah.
He wanted me to watch anime. I don't like.
You liked it.
Okay, fine.
You that deny 我这样讲出你喜欢看的 anime.
I liked 2 shows.
Yeah.
No, three.
3.
But
Bro, you're a weeb?
Yeah, he is. And
Interesting.
no, I'm not. You're the weeb.
you
I'm
know,
not a weeb.
you know what he watches? It's not even like action animes. It's like slice of life romance animes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you like that? You want me to say it?
Bro, what?
Yeah, keep denying, Michael.
No.
Keep
Okay,
talking.
then it's
Yo,
4
who the
animes.
fuck are you, bro?
It's just to make him happy. It's just to
No, you liked it. You stayed up all night after you lost in like Asia Championship. After you lost, you stayed
yeah,
up.
that because you were on me. You were forcing me to watch it.
No, I slept.
Yeah.
I was sleeping my silver medal in my hands while you were like watching. You were holding your phone with the Wii like.
Okay. On to the next.
Alright, so back.
There's nothing wrong with liking anime.
So you had like a big ambition basically.
Oh yeah.
And
He has
then
huge ambition.
and then that kind of pushed you to train every day, or what's motivating you to train every day? Because like that's like the ultimate goal, right? But you gotta like short-term goals. Like how do you?
Oh, the short-term ones.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound dumb, but you know how like there's some fencers you don't like this guy, but then he beats you. Like deep down you'll feel like, oh, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him next time.
Like competitiveness, basically.
Yeah. So
That's kind of like Michael.
no, that never worked. Like
Michael?
Oh,
yeah,
that's
you're
tough.
competitive.
That's all.
No, not for fencing, dude. He's
Oh really?
yeah.
no, so well that's how I thought of it. I'll be like, oh fuck, that white guy is so tall, and he just spams the same moves. Oh, and then when I go home,
I know exactly who you're talking.
yeah, and then when I go home, like I don't know, I'll just train since he's tall and white, you know. So I'll be like, oh, I need to like expand my attacks so I can reach him. So and I'll work on that a lot.
He's very dedicated.
To beat one certain type of guy.
Really?
Very dedicated, and he'll do whatever needs to be done to get to where he wants to go.
Interesting.
So you kind of just aim for like this one guy, or like
Yeah,
just
but
like,
then,
or like
but-
you do research on them.
Yeah, but then like when you can beat that guy, it's like this guy has similar playstyle, and then you kind of like beat him as well at the same time, you know. So
That's kind of like toxic though, right?
yeah,
I respect that, but
Yeah, I know it's.
He's a very toxic person.
Yep.
Who do you like? Who's your idol? Like
Idol?
who do you look after? Like who do you model your
Oh.
kind of mentality after?
This.
Anime characters?
No. No, but you know, there's this Japan fencer. He's called Yuki Oda. He's really fast, and I just like his
the guy in
playstyle.
our school.
So
No.
Yuki Kamaki.
Shinji. Nah.
so he's an Olympic silver medalist, and I really like his playstyle. So I try to mimic him like with my playstyle, and then I don't know, like I started developing my own playstyle. But at the start, I tried to like copy his. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because I don't really watch fencing.
Yeah.
It's like it's not that popular
Yeah.
in Asia, right? So
In
it's
the
like-
world.
In the world,
I mean, it's kind of big in Europe though.
Yeah, I guess in Europe.
Europe has all the like the weird sports. Like rugby's pretty popular in Europe too, right?
What's rugby?
You're born in Australia.
橄榄球.
Ganjo.
Like you know
Football?
you throw it like
Like football.
not
No,
not,
like
not like
rugby.
American style though. Like,
Oh, the one where you can't touch the other guy
No,
No,
the one where
'cause-
you have to
No.
tackle the other guy.
it's like you throw it from
with no
down
armor.
here.
and you can only
yes,
throw
with no
backwards.
armor. But it's football without armor.
Yeah, it's big in Australia, I think.
I know it was, but then I thought we were actually playing football, but we don't have armor, so I just
So you thought it was football with no armor.
yeah.
Nice.
Interesting.
Are the kids in Australia like big?
We're elementary.
Dude, they were elementary kids, bro.
Yeah, but
Doesn't matter,
you see
bro.
in the U.S.
You
like-
think a little kid is on the street like boom boom?
Yeah, dude. Have you seen like American
Oh,
kids? Like sixth graders, they can do like windmills and stuff.
Yeah,
They're-
but I think yeah, I think they're pretty. Some of them pretty like fat. They're huge in Australia.
That's about it. So okay, let's move on to the last topic and we can go play
Okay.
Minecraft. So like, what are some of your goals for the future? Except for like being Olympian, obviously.
Alright, I want to, like more specifically, what do you see in fencing? Like, what do you see in the future? Like, what do you want to do with it?
What I want to do with it?
What are your goals?
Spread it, like spread.
Nah.
Teach fencing.
Nah. I'm not.
No, you're not.
No, but okay. Other than fencing, I also do art, like drawing and stuff. So, I kind of think I have two main passions. One's fencing and one's art. And I kind of want, because you know how art is kind of weird. Because I feel like art is like your artwork is only good if you're famous. Like you know how
Yeah.
You know how there's some shitty artworks that you just put like a dot. I think it sells
Yes.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like fencing can provide me fame if I do really well in the future. I mean, I won't be that famous, but
Okay.
at least it can like in Taiwan.
Interesting.
So you're gonna transfer from like fencing to art, and then so
Yeah.
you
I'm
make a
gonna-
name for yourself in
Yeah,
fencing,
but-
and then you transfer to
No, well, not. I'm not gonna quit fencing. I'm just doing
Yeah.
both at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Cool.
You do art too, so like,
Yeah. I mean,
Are
Shishu is
you-
an art school.
so like, are you working on anything right now?
Hmm?
Are you working on anything right now?
Like the end of every semester, we have a final project. Like, we'll hold a 一个展览, you know, like we'll hold one.
Gallery.
Yeah, a gallery.
Exhibition.
So yeah, that's what I try to work on every semester.
So we finished our podcast. So thank you, Antonio. Thanks for the word love.
Fuck.
Yeah, bro. Thanks.
Fuck you. I'm not doing that. Dude, no, like I can't.
That kind of outro, you feel me? Like,
it's weird.
But
Fine, whatever. I'll do it.
yes.
all right, got it. All right, Antonio. Thanks for joining us today. It was great to have you.
Sharing, you know, your views not only on fencing but also in other aspects like Minecraft. It was very interesting. I'm sure all of us got something new. New perspective on our approach to things in life. Yeah.
That was so shit. What the-